Let me give you a tour. All right.
64-year-old Connie Brannock spent much of her life in uniform.
I was so old when I went through basic training that they called me the running wrinkle.
One of her more defining moments in her military career, Brannock deployed to Iraq after 9/11.
That was the most daunting thing I've ever done, serve as a first sergeant, a 51-year-old first sergeant. And then you'd have parents come up and say, I know that you'll bring my son back home. Or I know you're going to bring my husband back home. I take the streetcar.
Nowadays, when not enjoying the view of Tucson from her studio apartment, kids are still her responsibility. This retired command sergeant major substitute teaches, giving life advice to future generations.
They are all at that age wanting to grow up really fast. And I'm like, you know what? I want you to consider some of these factors that come with aging.
For her own sanity, to ease that pressure of life and aging, she channels the funk itself.
I always feel better after I sing.
You give me fever! Every day, every night, it's all right.
Her cure to any fever, singing here at Monterey Court, under the neon lights of historic Miracle Mile.
Bring him on home to me.
Connie ditched a record deal early on to pursue the Army.
Drop, 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 drop.
Now she says she plays for all the right reasons.
When I see pictures of myself performing, I look 10 or 15 years younger.
I just want your extra time and your kiss.
Her music, good for the soul because it's filled with it.
I remember someone came up to me and he goes, you know what, I've seen it all now. I've lived my life as an older gentleman. He goes, I have actually seen a 60-year-old white woman do James Brown really pretty darn good.
Whoa, feel nice.
Connie's Little House of Funk plays all over Tucson. Collaborating with several different musicians each time.
Oh, I feel good.
When I put a band together, if I'm the weakest link, we're going to have a great band.
Here at Cafe a la Carte near downtown, the venue is much smaller. But the energy could bust down walls.
Come on, Nikki, put on your red dress.
83-year-old Nikki Burtonshaw can't help but get on her feet.
How could you not like that? She's perfect. Women can stand up and do things they would never do anyplace else.
Even just a small note of Connie's music takes this audience back in time.
Like I'm 22 again.
Nearly once a week when Connie performs, she doesn't refrain from letting loose. She tunes into those feelings each day as she nears retirement.
It should be called re-inspirement when you think about it. But I like getting older. There's a gift to age, that a sense of appreciation that I didn't have when I was younger.
She says her knees and back sometimes ache day to day, but the dynamic changes when she commands the stage.
You can be an old 28-year-old or you can be a young 64-year-old. If you're in love with life,
bringing home the funk just as she brought home her troops all those years ago. Heather Janssen, KOLD News 13.